So we'll start off with the bad news. Ben Jones, yes, it is my van. The good news is I've actually got a job at Dream Day Campers. And so as I've got a job there as a welder, fabricator, I thought what I'd do is, day off and all that, I'd have a look at addressing this arch, because it had started bubbling up quite bad. And then as I investigated, we found holes, a lot of holes. And I was just going to sort out the bubbling of the rust. But it escalates quite quickly. So, where are we? So I went round to Russ's over at Trim Porter's. I borrowed his welding machine because it's just going to be so much easier welding with his machine than it is with mine. Mine's a bit of a nightmare. So I thought what we'd do is, there's several ways we could repair this. I could just bodge it up, which I know a lot of people would do because it's easier, especially if you haven't got a welding machine. You'd just put a bit of fiberglass over it, and then, yeah, you'd probably just stone chip over it. But what I'm going to do is, well, there's several things I'm going to do. I'm just going to do a temporary repair on it for now, and then in the future, we will actually have to get the actual inner and outer arches, because, where did I put it? The reason why it's gone rusty, I've actually got rust treatment on here at the moment. If you want to know about the rust treatment, rust off, let me know down below and I'll do a video on it, on how to get the best out of this product, because you can actually get a really good result out of this. So what's happened is these like little bungs that are in here, these bungs have over time accumulated all the dirt in behind it, and especially with this top one. It's such a large area that I've had to cut out. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do some temporary repairs. So I've cut out all of the rust. There's no more rust in behind there at all, nothing. We've primered it. We have actually used all of this rust stuff as well, although it was fresh metal and it's all nice and clean. We've primered it. I'm going to put a patch over it, which is actually going to be slightly bigger than this hole, only very slightly, rather than actually putting it inside. Because this actual upper half here of the arch, this upper half, that's one section, and then it comes down to here, and just here there's a join where it joins along, and then this is another lower section. These are all panels that can be bought, so I'm going to need a panel up there, this panel here, this arch, and then I think we also need 2 seals, plus the bit below the fuel cap. But so the plan is we'll patch over this one, we'll patch over this one, we'll patch over that one as well, and then I think what we do, because where I'm working at Dream Days, we've got all the body shop, we've got all the professional equipment there. We're going to do a temporary repair now, and then we'll see how long it lasts. But no, what we'll do is we'll take it into the workshop, and I'll actually buy all these panels and we'll do a professional job. So we'll do a couple of videos on this. The first video, just a temporary repair, which is obviously a cheaper option. So when you go to garages and people are saying, oh, well, I only paid 200 quid, I only paid so much. Well, you're not even getting this kind of work. Even for this, for all of this rust treatment, that's more than 150 quid's worth. I'm doing this without the workshop tools. So I've got no finger sander, I've got nothing. I'm literally just doing it with a grinder. And it's a lot easier having the workshop to do it in. So that will be the plan. For now, we'll just get it all patched up, and afterwards we will stone chip it and all that kind of good stuff. But stick around and we'll get it done.
But I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before the noon. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be.
No, I'm alright, thank you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't need nothing for the house.
No.
No bread, no milk.
I don't think so. No, it should be alright, thank you.
Okay.
In a bit.
Only play our roles and ignore the crowd. miss out, but the sky is gray. What would happen if I took a chance? It's always hard at first glance. I don't wanna, but I know I gotta do it. The truth is hard to swallow, I think I'll chew it.
Right, well, we're back out here again today, another day, because it actually took ages getting rid of all of this rust. Because when it's shiny metal, that's fine, but when it's black and it's treated underneath, it's still rust. So it just took ages applying that rust off, cleaning it off, wire wheel, and just kept on repeating it until it was silver and no more of that darkness. This top section, I've got rid of all of the rust here completely. Everything's rust free. So we're actually going to do a proper job, cut it out, put that in. And that's the panel that I've made up that will fit in there. Nice and snug. And that'll be all the rust gone. Right, let me get the welding machine sorted out, clean that little bit of metal up. Weld-proof primer, all that good stuff. And we are good to go. So I've got all the metal patch panels ready to weld up, and I thought, well, while it's all off and I've got the wheel off and I've got access, I've gone ahead and I've made a template for this inner arch there. So what I've got two templates. First one looks a bit weird, bear with me. But that will sit like that, and that will give me the contour of those bends in there. So that was the first part of the template, so we got that one. And then I've also made a piece of template out of paper, and I've put loads of little slots and slits and cuts in it so that I can work out where all the stress and tension is going to be when it comes to shrinking. And then that will fit in there perfect. So in my spare time, I can make that, but I am going to actually need to get some thicker metal because that inner wing is slightly thicker than body panel wing. So to make that, I'm going to have to get some steel. And the other thing is, it's always good to do like a little, before you actually cut out the large hole itself, it's always, oh, it's still a bit wet. It's always good to actually put your finger inside, make sure you can't feel any more rust, and also you go, oh, what's this here? But you can't see, spot welds. So you don't really want to be cutting too far. So if you can, cut out a small test section, like in here, I can shove my finger in, I can go around and go, right, what's obstructing us? And there's no obstructions, but I do know right there, that's where it's spot welded on. Yeah, it takes a long time, and rust treatment as well. People go, oh yeah, it's only a 5-minute job. Yeah, 5-minute job. Right, I'll join you in a minute when we're outside welding. We are definitely having fun. Well, unfortunately, doesn't look very pleasant at the moment. But I run out of gas, and luckily Russ, he had his flux core wire, which is like non-gas, so I had to do this with non-gas. Yeah, I definitely prefer gas welding. Obviously gas, non-gas. Yeah, so I just got to cut that edge up there, tidy all that up, and then it's a case of rubbing all of this back, trying to blend it in. I'm just going to finish this arch off, and that is going to be it for this weekend. And then these bits, once that seam sealer is dried off, I'm just going to paint over it all. Right, so I've now finished everything on the arch. It's all done, all the inside's all done. I would like to go around with some stone chip on the inside. Not really too worried about that at the moment. But it is, it does need finishing off because, just open that so we get a bit of shade so we can see. But we do have some bubbling along here. Bubbling along here. There's a couple of little patches here. Commonplace, just in here. So these are things that need to be addressed. As for this little bit down here, this arch, the reason why that's white, and there's that white bit around there, that's because I just scuffed up all the old lacquer so that the new lacquer and the old lacquer will bond together. And then I can just polish that up and that'll be fine. And you won't even know it's been done. Happy days. Yeah, I've got to tackle the other side as well, because I did have a look and the other side is even worse than this side. So I'll probably end up going on to Steel Wizards, buying one for the other side. Might as well get an outer arch as well at the same time. Happy days. Right. If you want this kind of work done, we can do this at Dream Day Camper Conversions. You know, if you want to give it a go yourself, why not? Many people do. But remember, I've done this on the cheap. So I had problems with filler. I haven't really filmed a great deal because I just wanted to get it done, but I've had a bit of a nightmare. My filler's gone off. So the filler and the oils in the filler had all separated. The hardener had gone off. So I ended up having to just use some very fine filler to try and fill up some of the pitting just to sort of like smooth it out. And it's actually smoothed out really well and it looks really, really good. So if you ever see me at any shows, this year obviously, actually I expect it will last all through the winter and it'll be fine. So maybe next year it might need doing, year after. Definitely added a few more years to it because I've had this van 6 years. And it started bubbling when I already bought the van. So I put the job off for 6 years and it's really good. You know, it's pretty solid. Although, like I was saying, just under on the inner seal, that needs replacing. Right, anyway. There'll be more videos coming soon, a lot more content. If you want to see what happens at Dream Days, let us know down in the comments below as well. And maybe, you know, we can have a little walk around, meet the painter, the body guy, because he's pretty good. He's pretty good. We'll speak to the mechanic, and he's 25 years, 35 years, I think it was, VW specialist. He was actually a VW technician, and he has got a lot of knowledge on the old classic VWs. So it'll be really interesting. And I think it'll be really good for the channel with me having a job there as well. Whether it pays off in the long run or not, I don't know. We'll see. But there's old Ian. You know, like, there's T5. Oh, neighbours, mate. Everyone's getting the old transporters. Happy days. Good to see it. So yeah, if you want to know, have a little walk around, we'll do that one day. We'll get down there and get that sorted out. I have been offered other work as well, other restoration vehicles. But I want to, you know, they're not VWs. I've been offered some random cars to work on, restoration work, but Volkswagen guy, isn't it? So if you want to get your VWs booked in, your T4s, T25s, bay windows, splitties, old Beetles, anything that you want booked in, get in touch with Dream Days, speak to Phil there, or Michelle, get yourself booked in, and we can do all this fabbing. But depending on what kind of job you want. Now, I would say, I don't know personally, but I think a job like that with the painting, that's going to be a lot of money, I reckon. But if you weren't having it painted and it was just, you know, you just having the welding done on its own, you know, yeah, a couple £100. But that's without all of that rust treatment as well. So you could end up talking a lot of money for just 1 quarter. I know it sounds expensive, but when you break it down, you put the hours in and all the materials required and everything else, you know, because I run out of gas, and it's just, you don't realise how much you need these materials. You know, I tried doing this on the cheap this weekend, trying to do it for free pretty much, I have got away with almost doing it for free. I had to buy some weld-proof primer. Obviously my filler had gone off. Some of my paints, it's been an absolute nightmare. So yeah, if I didn't have the skills, I would have definitely put it into a body shop to get it all done. But doing it on a budget, it's come up really well. Absolutely buzzing with that. Anyway, I've been waffling on for way too long. I'll see you next time. I have no idea what I'm going to be doing because I am in the moment looking at injectors because I want to get injectors sorted out. Also looking at the turbo as well, getting that swapped over and a new turbo. Still need to sort out the gearbox. But all of this hopefully can get rectified while we're at Dream Days. You know, I don't intend on going anywhere. It's a good bunch of lads there. So, you know, happy days. Get yourselves booked in. Come down. Come down, say hello. Get yourself booked in, get some work done on your vans. Right. Thanks for watching. Hope this helped. Hope you like it. And I'll see you all very soon. Thanks for watching. Take care. Stay safe. And God bless.